Hello everyone, this is Raja Ramesh and welcome back to TypeScript and Playwright Journey. In the previous video, we have learned what are variables and when to use let and const and why to avoid var. In this video, we will learn about the data types in TypeScript. If you remember, what makes TypeScript so powerful, it is nothing but static typing. Unlike JavaScript, TypeScript forces you to define variable types, reducing errors and making your code more reliable. Why we should use data types and how it differs from JavaScript. Before that, what data type exactly is. So you know a variable is used to save some data, and when you want to restrict a particular type of data to be saved into a variable, you have to mention that by mentioning the data type. So using data type is to tell what type of data that is going to be saved into a variable. Now we will recap. JavaScript allows variable to change types freely. That can lead to bugs. But TypeScript enforces types to catch mistakes early. Let us see by creating a variable in JavaScript and TypeScript and see this difference. So open your Visual Studio Code, create a new file and name that as datatypes.ts. This is a TypeScript file, and create another file called datatypes.js, which is a JavaScript file. In this, I will create a variable called var1 and I will assign 10 into that. So now var1 is a variable of type number it is saying, and it holds the value 10. If we try to change the value inside var1 by assigning this with a string, it does not complain. But if we come to TypeScript file and declare a variable var1 and of type number, assign value of 10 and try to reassign the value of var1 with a string value, it is complaining type string is not assignable to a type number. So TypeScript is restricting to save different data type into a variable which is declared as number. So how it really avoids bugs mean, in some application, if user intends to use a variable which should hold a number, but if we don't have type safety and a string is saved into that variable, it will cause errors while doing some calculations. But if we have type safety, it avoids saving a value of different type into a variable declared with one type. Now let us see about data types in TypeScript. We have different data types in TypeScript that are used to save values in variables. Those are string, number, boolean, array, object, any, unknown. We'll see about these in this video. Let us see string. To declare a variable as a string, we do like this. Let value colon and the data type, and we can save string type into this. So now value holds the value Hyderabad. And like the way we see earlier, if we try to save some number into value, it will not accept. We'll get the same error. The number is not assignable to type string. And to declare a variable with data type number, let age colon the data type is number, and we can save any value of number. Number can be a real number or a decimal. So we can save age equals to 20.5. It will not complain because it is a number by the end. And boolean data type is used to save yes or no values. Here it is true or false. We will declare a variable let isStudentPassed as a boolean. We can save either true or false. And if we know the value while declaration itself, we can directly assign in this line itself. So we are saving either true or false into a variable which is declared as a boolean type. And an array, we will cover arrays in a separate video in detail, but now we will just declare a simple array. So arrays are used when you have multiple values to be saved under a same name. For example, if we want to save marks of a student, we may end up with using different variables to save marks of different subjects. Subject 1 mark, subject 2 marks, subject 3 marks, like that. Instead of that, we can use a variable of type array and name that as marks and save all marks into the array. We do that by declaring marks as an array of given type. So here let marks is a number array. It is represented by square brackets, and to save the values we will be saving 70, 80, 90 like this. So marks array holds three values in this case, which avoids using three different variables to save three different values. And remember, it is array of numbers, so we cannot save a string inside this, it complains. And we will cover more on arrays, how to retrieve the values, how to add more values in a separate video. And we have another data type called object. We can say this as a complex data type, which is used when you want to store some data in structured manner. For example, let user and name of the user is string type, age of the user is number type. So here we have a variable called user. Here we call that as user object, which holds name and age. We will cover object in detail in separate video. Along with this, we have two other types called any and unknown, which are used when we don't know what type of data being stored into a variable at the time of declaration. So we can use any or unknown. But there is a difference, we will see that. Let us create a variable var1 of type any. We can say var1 equals to 10, var1 equals to true, anything. It is not complaining about the particular data type. Similarly, if we declare a variable var2 of type unknown, it will also allows us to save 10, var2 equals to some string. So it is not complaining. So both any and unknown can be used when you don't know the type of data which is going to be saved into a variable. But what is the difference between these two means? Using any will remove the type safety in TypeScript. So it is not suggested to use any. Whenever it is possible, try to avoid using any. When a variable is of type any, TypeScript is not going to check what value we have inside that variable. So if we create a new variable var3 of type number and try to assign var3 with var1, it will not complain, because using any already removed the type safety feature. So here we got the problem again, because by the end var3 holds the value of var1, which is true and is not a number which is expected to be saved in var3. But this is not the case with unknown. If we create a variable var4 of type number and try to save the value of var2 in var3, we get some error because var2 is of type unknown, and TypeScript does not allow that automatically to save the values which are declared as unknown for this kind of assignment. This avoids the unwanted issues. So this is about basic data types in TypeScript. To recap, use string data type when you want to save some text into a variable, number data type when you want to save real or decimal numbers, boolean data type when you want to save yes or no type of values, arrays when you have multiple values to be saved, object when you have some structured data to be saved, any type when you don't know the type of value but try to avoid if it is possible. Similarly, unknown type when you don't know the type of value while declaring the variable, and it is considered as a safer alternative to any. In the next video, we will see arrays in detail. Till then, try to do some hands-on on variables and data type, and if you face any problem, don't forget to post in comment section. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.